And when they saw it, all right, they all marveled. Okay? It's like that they all murmured, saying, this he is gone to be a guest with a man that is a sinner. Right? And Zacchaeus stood and said unto the Lord, Yahushua, behold, Lord, the half of my goods I give to the poor. And if I have taken anything from any man by false accusation, right, I restore to him fourfold. So Zacchaeus said, he was a publican, if I've taken anything, I've restored it double fold. Okay? And Yahushua said unto him, this day is come salvation. And guess what that was? Repentance. Alright? This day cometh salvation to this house. So he was sealed right then and there. Okay? That's a rich man. Okay? That's a rich man. That was deemed salvation. And Zacchaeus, he's back again today. I can't tell you where he is. Okay? And it says, for as much he is also a son of Abraham. Verse 10, for the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which is lost. So yeah, you can have wealth, but your mind is on salvation. And you could be seeking wealth, but your mind is not on salvation. So remember, there's a balance. Alright? Let's go to Proverbs 3 and 31. A lot of our people, they COVID. And that's why Yahushua said, you have your father the devil, and the lust of your father will you do. Go to Proverbs 3. And we're going to jump straight to, you can find it, 3 and 31. It says, okay, let's start at, I want to start at 21. My son, Salaka. Start 25. Okay? It says, be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked. Because men are pushing out that spirit. Why? Because they're not right. When it cometh. So when the desolation of the wicked comes, Yahushua told us, don't fear that. Okay? Fear Yahushua. And if you look at the look on men's faces, it's like they know they're not right. Right? For the Lord, Yahushua, shall be thy confidence. There's not be Yahushua, there's not be our confidence. We don't put our confidence or trust in man, which men are teaching you to do. And he shall keep that foot from being taken in that snare. Because this man's system is a snare, it's a pit. Withhold not good from them who it is due. So, man talk about, oh, we sigh and cry for the abominations. We really hate this place. If you really hated this place, it wouldn't just be a weekend thing. And for the rest of the week, you're more concerned of how much hours you're doing for Esau. Bro, that's not sighing and crying. So you could be sighing and crying because Esau's giving you a hard time. That's not really sighing and crying. That's using the truth as a skateboard, okay, because your own emotions, because you don't like how things are going. A man like that, he ain't gonna last, because he ain't built up on Yahushua. That's a man that's built up on what? He's built his hand upon sand. When it isn't about that power in the hand to do so, when it's in your power, your hand to what? Teaches where you teach. You don't wait. Oh, I really hate this place, so teach. Okay? See, the action's got to be in line with what you're thinking. If you really hate this place, guess what? You're going to be on fire for Yahushua. See, a lot of men, their actions don't match up with what they're saying. Why? Because they're hypocrites. Why? Because they're full of shit. It's as simple as that. Right? As simple as that. Alright? And it says, say not unto thee, unto thy neighbour, go and come again. I'll just come back another time. That's them niggerisms. That's them niggerisms. There's a lot of niggerisms in the truth. And we're not perfect, but certain men, they never made an effort of putting off the old man. They came into the truth maybe 5, 6, 7 or 8 years or whatever, but they carried the old man into the truth with them. They made no effort. So what do you think's going to happen? It's going to start leaking out. You cannot hide that. If you have not put off the old man, guess what's going to happen? It's going to leak out. Your true character's going to come out. Whether it be for wicked, whether it be for good. Right? And it says, and devise not evil against thy neighbour. So you're not supposed to be devising schemes and plotting against your neighbour. Again, that's another sign of a wicked man. Alright? Seeing he dwelleth by thee securely. So why are you troubling your brother? He's dwelling you by secure. Because what? Men have what? Wicked minds. And there's men, they're convincing themselves they're in the truth, but they're far from it. They're in the world. They're in the world. They're part of the world. And you know when a man has a worldly vibration on him, you know what a spiritual man would know. Strive not with a man, in other words, be contentious, without cause, if he have done thee no harm. This man's just pushing the word, but you got men like that in the truth. Okay, they're looking for trouble. A man like that is going to be destroyed. Key point, and envy not the oppressor. So you're not supposed to envy the oppressor. But Esau, look, he's living in these high apartments. Look, he's got a, so what? How did he get what he got? How did he get it? See, our people, they don't have any wisdom. And that's why Yahusha said, you're just like your father. Deep down, 2/3, they want to be just like Esau. See, if they had what Esau has, it's like, all right, that's it now. They're just comfortable with having what Esau has, and that's it. Bear me just a minute. They don't have a ruling class mentality. And yeah, part of having a ruling class mentality, obviously, we like nice stuff. Like, who don't? But guess what? We don't want to attain anything that's gonna cause you what? To deviate from the truth. Right? Bear me just a minute. What you're finding out, a lot of men are carnal. You gotta be careful of that spirit. You know? Their whole premise is always money. Their whole life revolves around money. You gotta be careful of an individual like that. That's all he talks about. See, men, if you're wise, men are showing you, they're giving you signs, right? And again, nothing's wrong. You may have a discussion with brothers, you may be struggling. If someone's always, their whole conversation, money, more overtime, this, that, I need to get my money, I need to get this, bro, be aware of these spirits. Because they're willing to go by any measures, any way, to get more. That's a covetous man. Which is envy, not the oppressor. So you don't envy Esau, because he's the wicked. Right? So if you're envying Esau, that means you're envying a wicked man. Why? Because when you envy, you desire to want something. So that means you're desiring what a wicked man, what he has. That's not wisdom. That is not wisdom. Because when you envy him, no, choose none of his ways. So when you envy the oppressor, you go and start what? Acting just like him. Acting just like him. And choose none of his ways. Because you envy a wicked man, that means you're going to have the mannerisms of a wicked man. For the froward is an abomination to the Lord. So you're an abomination. If you have the mindset of Esau, if you envy the oppressor. Because Esau is what? A froward man. Corrupt. But his secret is with the righteous. Right? The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. So why are you going to try to gain more hair when the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked? So everything you have here is still even a curse. No matter what you have. Right? But he blesseth the habitation of the just. Right? So everything we have is temporal. The scriptures tell you that. Matthew 6 and 19. And we're going into that right now. Our people just don't get it. Why? Because they're carnal. They're sensual. They never, this way, I've got to keep saying this. This is why it's so important, day by day, you have to make the effort, put off the old man. Because if you don't, the old man's going to destroy you. You're going to be in a worse state than you was before. Before coming to truth, you're going to be in a worse state. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon heaven. So this is what Yahushua told us. Why did he tell us this? Because he knew you were going to have individuals that would have what? Attachments to this world. Attachments to particular things. He didn't say don't have anything. He said, bear this a minute. He said, don't lay up treasures upon earth. Right? Where moth and rust doth corrupt. Because all these things are corruptible. Everything is corrupt. And immortality can't inherit corruption. So a wise man, he ain't going to be in the spirit of, well, oh, more gain, more gain. No, you want to gain in the spirit. Right? The more you gain in the spirit, the more the flesh suffers. The more you gain in the flesh, the more you lose out in the spirit. So the reason why men won't increase is because they're seeking for the gain in the flesh rather than the spirit. So guess what? You lose out. You lose out. And thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. That's what we're doing. We're laying up spiritual treasures in heaven, where moth and rust don't corrupt. So every labor, every effort you put in, the angels have what? Marked it down. He's done this for me, he's done that for me. Right? And Lord willing, your good works outweigh your bad works. Lord willing. Okay? And it says, see, I'm moving too fast, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right? For where your treasure is. So your treasure is what you value. So where your treasure is, right? Where will your heart be also? So your mind's going to be there. Right? Where your treasure is, that's where your mind's going to be. So, again, the scripture says, from the abundance of the heart, forgot where it is, the mouth speaketh. So yeah, I'm a brother, I can read spirits. You can discern. Right? You can discern different characteristics. Okay? So if a man's just speaking about money, women, that's what his mind's upon. Okay? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So what are you thinking about? Where's your heart? That doesn't mean brothers can't rock the gold. It's summer, you may, treat yourself to some girl or whatever. Right? But you're not looking at these things like, oh, this is just no. Me, I used to be very, very flashy before coming to this truth, the latest name brand. But when you come to this truth, if you were that individual, you tone it down a bit. You tone it down. Okay? Doesn't mean you can't have nice stuff. But where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. According to what you're thinking about the most. Okay? The light of the body is the eye, your mind's eye. If therefore the eye be single, so our eyes, let me check the time. Oh man, a little bit more time left. If the eye be single, so our eyes have to be single on the prize. Single means focused. And we're not always going to be 100% focused. There's always a distraction. Even last week just gone, there were so many distractions. But you have to strive to be in the spirit.